Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at how to make the default twin stick shooter actor shoot where you point your cursor, and even putting a crosshair on that cursor. So first off, you're going to have some different stuff coming off of event tick and then sequence and the branch then one. You're going to have some other objects up here, and you're going to want to just delete them. So everything connected to then 1 on sequence should be deleted. Then 0, everything there should be kept. This is separate, but everything off of then 1 you want to delete. Then you're going to want to drag off a gate and make sure start closed is checked. Then create a left mouse button variable and connect press to open and release to close. Off of exit, you're going to create a delay, and this delay is going to control the firing speed of the player character. Right now we've got a 0.1 second firing speed, so it's going to be firing pretty quickly. Then off of delay, connect a spawn actor twin stick projectile. This is what's actually going to be making the bullets. In order to make sure that the bullets aren't going to be colliding with the player themselves, going to drag off of spawn actor twin stick projectile right off of there. You're going to make a set collision enabled, and for the target you're going to put the ship mesh component. Off of that you're going to put an ignore actor when moving. Target again should be ship mesh component, and actor should be the return value of the twin stick projectile. And make sure that should ignore is checked, otherwise this is all fairly useless. Going back to spawn actor twin stick projectile, off of spawn transform you want to drag a make transform. Make sure that scale is set to 111, and off of rotation you're going to want to drag a find look at rotation. Off of the start part of find look at rotation you're going to drag a get actor location, and then off of the target of get actor location you're going to make a get player pawn with the player index set to 0. That is important. Also off the return value, so this is in addition to the get actor location return value connecting to the find look at rotation, going to create a vector plus vector and set x, y, and z to 0, and then connect that to the location. These two, or I suppose these three, are setting where the bullet is going to spawn. These are making sure that it's following the player, and this is making sure that it spawns in the center of the player, and if you want to make it spawn in front of the player, then you can change the X value to, say, 100. Next, going back to find look at rotation, you're going to want to drag off of target onto a break hit result, and make sure that location is connected to target. Then off of hit you're going to drag a get hit result under cursor, and making sure that hit result is connected with hit, and trace complex should be checked. And then finally connect target to get player controller. Player index 0 and return value is connected to the target. And with all that running, you should be able to have the bullets go where your cursor's pointing. Next, let's get that crosshair set up. Alright, so the first step to set up the crosshair for the cursor is off of Event Begin Play, drag a Set Show Mouse Cursor and make sure that is checked on. And then off the target you can drag a Get Player Controller, and once again keep the player index at 0, but a return value should be hooked up to target. Okay, so you're going to want to go and make a widget blueprint, which is just as easy as right-clicking User Interface and Widget Blueprint in the content browser. Once you've got that all opened up, you're going to add an image to the center of the widget UI. I've got the crosshair here, and you can add that image by dragging in an image and setting the brush and appearance to whatever your heart desires. So if I wanted this to be my crosshair for some reason, then I would just set that in the center of the screen, but I've got something a bit better there already. So going to want to make sure the anchor is in the center of the image, and you've got the image centered in your page. Once you've done that, you'll go to Edit, Project Settings, you can hit All Settings, and then type in Default Cursor, and you want to set it to the targeting widget that you just created. And then compile, save, and you are good to go.